shaking his head, going to the bench. So they tell us he will not start the second half. They doubt that we will see him. That is a big blow to St. Mary's chances on the road.
Great teams, when they go through a season, have times of adversity. We'll see what St. Mary's is made of right now.
Steven, the big difference in the first half and in this game so far, three-point shooting. Sandman throws it away. Here's Pargo. Can't buy one in the lane. Jeremy gets it back though. Gray trying to turn around that three-point shooting, and he does. Opens up with a three ball. And the ice on that right hand of Patty Mills.
That's a great start for Gonzaga, being very aggressive on the inbounds play.
And without Mills, you see all the pressure on that backcourt now applied from Gonzaga.
Carlin Hughes and McConnell are going to have to step up and really pick up the ball handling duty.
Hughes, after the pump fake, cleared by Day.
Boy, look at Heitfeld run the floor.
Stephen Gray, quick deuce. They've got 2 quick buckets and 5 straight points. Somehow, some way, St. Mary's is going to have to figure out a way to play without their star here in the second half.
Well, you're going to see right now a little indecision in the backcourt, but they've got to get the ball inside to Samhan or Diamond Simpson.
McConnell on the drive. They're going to call the foul on Heitfeld.
That's a good decision by McConnell. Well, that tells the story right there. St. Mary's going to have to look to change that trend.
Second foul on Josh Heitfeld. O'Leary opened up the second half with those 3 fouls. Kept playing in the first half, the last 3 or 4 minutes, even though he had 3.
They had Samhan on the block, bowling and switched on him. They're having a hard time getting in the ball.
Here's Omar, but a long way from the block. Doesn't like to operate out there. 5 on the shot clock. Samhan missed the easy one.
Well, he rushed that one along the baseline. Thought Heitfeld might have came for the block.
Bolden was halfway down with that 3, and Pargo eyed him from the time that he got the ball at midcourt.
Nice job by Carlin Hughes clearing out. Diamond Simpson going to overpower Day every time. Day could not check him one-on-one on the block.
Diamond Simpson goes 6'7", 240 pounds, and even though Austin Day is 6'11", he weighs just 200 pounds. Heitfeld did not look to score inside, and he still doesn't.
Heitfeld's really got to be more aggressive. He's so athletic. He could jump right over the top and score if he wanted to.
They couldn't get the follow to go. There are times in games where Josh Heitfeld, with all his talent, with all his potential, just disappears. We've seen it since he started his career here.
That's right. He's an NBA-level athlete, and Omar Samhan is a great player, but he is nowhere in the neighborhood of Heitfeld's athleticism.
Turnaround jumper good. Samhan over Heitfeld, who failed to get out and challenge the shot. Bolden with a strong drive, collects himself well in the lane.
Terry, that's the playmaking. He sensed that his team needed a bucket. He saw an opening and took advantage. That's the maturation of Matt Bolden this season.
Coming up with the big play at the right moment. Samhan, the spin. We're going to call a walking violation. We've seen a number of those called that may or may not be questionable. I'm not sure he walked there.
I don't think he walked there either. I'm not so sure you can call walking while you still have your dribble. But somehow, maybe he was right on the baseline and saw it better than we could.
Randy Bennett doesn't think so. That's the 10th turnover committed by St. Mary's tonight.
Oh, look at that UCLA little rug screen to try to get Pargo in the post. McConnell doing a good job of fighting him.
Heitfeld will take that shot, and that's become his game.
Really has, Terry. It's almost like he's avoiding contact. on the defensive end, he'll get physical, but on the offensive end, it doesn't seem like he likes to bang bodies trying to make a move in the interior.
They don't double. Simpson throws it off the leg of a defender. It's going to stay at this end. And the crowd obviously disagrees. Patty Mills with the ice pack on that right hand, sprained right wrist, had a huge first half. Can they win without him? We'll see. Often, they've only lost one time in West Coast Conference play. That was to Santa Clara. St. Mary's with the 3-point lead, but this, Stephen Bardo, is what they're missing in the second half.
Yeah, the instant offense from Patrick Mills, and what he does, Terry, not only scores, but he draws so much attention that he creates openings for others. And right here where he goes down on that right hand, trying to break his fall there, led to his demise at the end of the first half.
Sat out the rest of the first half, tried to give it a go in warm-ups coming out for the second half. Told Randy Bennett, I can't even get a shot off. And to the ice pack he goes, takes the seat. So who steps up? How do they step up in the second half? Turnover gives it back to Gonzaga. 5-second call.
I tell you what, Austin Day's length has created 2 turnovers thus far for Gonzaga. His length on the out of bounds at 6'11" makes it very difficult for them to inbound. Now, as I look at the matchups right now, I'm trying to get Matt Bolden in the post if I'm Gonzaga. I think Carlin Hughes would struggle trying to keep him out of the post.
Pargo taking Mickey McConnell all the way to the hole, though. That's the Jeremy Pargo that we've grown accustomed to over the last couple of years.
And on the flip side, St. Mary's is going to have to go to the well right there. They're double-double man in order to pick up the slack offensively.
Averaging a double-double. Diamond Simpson, 14 points, 10 rebounds already in this one. Trying to put the Gales on his back.
That looked like some old Adrian Dantley right there. Barely getting off the floor, but muscling in the hoop.
With the wide body.
That's right. Now watch Bolden. Right. Oh, they almost had it.
Tipped out of bounds. It stays at this end. Diamond Simpson working on Pargo. That's a mismatch inside.
Oh, man. Beautiful move. Look at the spin move and then avoiding the charge. Jumps away from the defense. That's a veteran. One of the best players statistically ever in the West Coast Conference.
Heitfeld didn't need to put it back up. Mark Few thought there was contact with Samhan, but he could have come down with it and then gone up with the jumper.
One thing we've seen about this Gonzaga ball club, they get a little shaken and stirred a little bit as the games get tighter and tighter. And they have to have some leadership. And usually in years past, this man guarding the basketball, Jeremy Pargo, has been that leader.
Samhan, Steindl challenged by Day. Pargo high into the air for the rebound.
Despite that miss, I like Clint Steindl.